Welcome everyone. This is a message from MaRae, my higher self in the 12 dimensions. She has this to share today. Creation is comprised of infinite universes and has no beginning or end. It just is. Creation is a paradox, as it is always beginning and it is always ending. It is similar to the ancient Greek symbol Ouroboros, the snake eating its tail, which represents self-sustaining infinity and wholeness. Creation has always had the desire or push to expand and to know itself. The individual self is a microcosm of the whole self. Within each of us is the desire to grow and to understand who we are. What is our origin? Creation is a spectrum of light. There will always be those who are lighter than us, and there will always be those who are darker than us. The reason most souls come to this earth school is to find out who they are as consciousness, and to eventually be able to have incarnations full of awareness and inner peace. The first step towards this is to find out our own truth and to stop listening to other stories about what inner peace and enlightenment is. We are our own teacher. No one else but us created this tailor-made life of lessons for ourselves. We designed this life so we could grow. Others design their own lives for their own journey. The right book at the right time can be transformative. The information that books share are the most helpful at the beginning of one's awakening. Later, it dawns on us that we are our own teacher, and everything we need to know is inside of us, just as some of the books have been telling us. At this stage, books become less important and can become a crutch that we must let go of in order to grow. Inner peace requires us to lift up our own feet and walk our own path. Our path might be unrecognizable by others, so we must learn to trust our own guidance and intuition about what is right for us. Our higher self has always been with us and guiding us. It is who we are in the higher dimensions. By exploring the universe inside ourself, we will find the peace and joy and security we have longed for. Our higher self makes this promise to us. We are so much more than the flesh and bones and brain we so often identify as. We are multi-dimensional beings, waiting to be discovered by our own self. This is the only reason we are alive right now. The greatest knowledge there is to know who the self is in totality. When enough of us have integrated ourselves into who we are in the higher dimensions, the shift for peace will happen on the planet. This will be the shift into the new earth we have mentioned in our other videos. Just like individual inner peace, the shift will come about from the transformational changes within lightworkers whose mission it is to bring forth the new earth. Now is the time to create the new earth while in the middle of chaos of the old earth unraveling all around us. The last part of the unraveling is in process now, making the new earth dream available to those whose mission it is to participate in the transition from the old dream into what is being called the new earth. Others may pull away from you as you move into the new dimensions of the new earth. Rise up into your higher self regardless, for you are allowed and supported to do so at this time. The support is in place for you to experience more of what the future soon will be. Hold each other's hands that are walking with you into the unknown. Grow strong together while you grow inward. After the shift has happened, you might not realize it has happened. You will experience life has become easier for yourself and everyone on the planet. The intense struggle that was on the earth will be gone. This will be the most defining difference. You may not notice that there are less people and the terrain and atmosphere has changed. The final shift may not come for 2 years or so. Over the last 20 years, the earth has continually pushed back the time of the shift to allow for more lessons to be completed in this old dream. Again, the earth is creating the new dream while the old dream is being dismantled. The new dream is being revealed to those with the vision to know what is taking place. The strands leading the way to the new earth can be followed. This allows beings following the strands to participate in the creation of the new dream, and for these beings, the transference into the new earth will be seamless. However, only a handful of these beings will see that the shift has happened. It has been a long road to get here for many of you, but you are here now, so take a deep breath and let it out. Take a deep breath and enjoy being in the light and being love. Those that fight against you are afraid of being left behind. They are unable to join you, so they resist you. Let them be and pay them no heed. Just keep moving to the finish line without them. They cannot stop you. At the end of each dream cycle and before the new cycle begins, there is always a fight among the dark energies. They are furious they are being forced off the teaching field and won't be able to keep their power games going. The shift of the dream cycles always reveals how dark these energies are. Many of these energies have been at the Earth School for a very long time, but are very slow to grow. They are a tricky group because they have had many lifetimes at the Earth School, but remain very dark energetically. As a watcher from the sidelines, it is important that you ask your angelic protector to protect you each time you leave the house, and before you go to sleep, and of course, whenever you might feel you need it. The battle is real, and there are those who are jealous and envious of the light you have worked so hard to become. Be kind and respectful to others, but don't be anyone's doormat. And when you are able, keep a low profile. Now let's talk about the climate on the earth. Your earth is about to shift poles, and the climate is part of this preparation. It is good people are becoming more aware and respectful of the environment of Earth, but they cannot stop climate change from happening. What this occurrence does, however, is it holds a mirror up for your civilization and shows you just how far you are from living in harmony with the earth you are. Do not fear for the future of the earth. All is as it should be for lessons and karma to be played out on the teaching field at this time. Things are going to continue to heat up emotionally as the climate extremes keep increasing until the shift occurs. Many on the planet know we are at a tipping point, but they don't understand what the tipping point means. The Earth School is using the notion of climate change as the symbol for the shift. The idea of climate change is pushing and pulling emotions to create the shift of energy needed to pull the new earth into being. The extremes of people's personalities will continue to be exaggerated, revealing the truth. Hate towards each other will come even more to the forefront, as you have seen. This is a sacred time when one can witness peeking through the overlay of the two dreams and see the true power behind all beings and all life. This is a time of humility and to stand naked in front of one's soul and source and to ask, what is it that you want of me of this time? How can I serve the whole? What is it you would have me do? I exist only because of you, and I am yours to serve, however and whenever you want. This attitude is where one's happiness can be found at this time. This is where awakening and enlightenment can be found. This is peace. And one day you will be able to live in a civilization that values peace and harmony over power and war. One day you will live among many who are of many different races and genders, yet none will feel threatened or feel fear or hate, for all will have the common thread of light and understanding at the core of their being, and this will be required in order to participate in the new earth. This will be a special time and a reward for those of you who have worked diligently towards your own growth and to shine your light. The thread of the new earth is woven into your life. Follow where the threads take you, and one day this will be the reality all around you, and it will seem real and natural and like it has always been this way. I will add one more thought to this message, and this is that once it has all settled and the dark is put in its place and no longer lives in their illusions of grandeur, the earth will easily heal and renew instantaneously, as if she was never in peril. This will be a remarkable day for the earth, as she will be able to breathe again and also be at peace. The earth is in charge of this school. She knows what she is doing, and she knows how much destruction she can take on during each dream cycle of her school. She is an incredible being and teacher for all of us, no matter the level of dimension of our existence. When my small group of souls leaves this school, because our mission is complete, it is with deep respect for the earth's ability to teach and transform souls. She has become masterful at the craft, and her own soul shines brightly. She is ruthless and at the same time kind and gentle. She expresses the gamut of life and uses it all to force surrender upon beings that stand rigid against truth and light. Her teachings are at the top of the universe's places in which for souls to school that are serious about advancement. There is little here where the dark can hide for very long before she exposes them and makes their existence so uncomfortable that they are forced to grow. And then, after a time of being forced, the dark begins to go along with the program of growth until it is able to graduate from the Earth School, a much lighter being. This is the end of our teaching for today. Thank you for watching, and peace be with you.